this was supposed to be the first week of my new workout routine, and things did not go as planned. I need to plan to have things not go as planned. This week was a total bust. I did get a lot of movement in, not in the way that I planned, but I did get movement in. I did have to do a lot of work out in the yard. It has been raining on and off like crazy, so the grass has been growing like crazy. So that means I've had to cut the yard multiple times, and I've had to clean out my garage. Y'all, moving is no fun, and I will be moving soon, and I will be downsizing. Right now, I'm in a 5-bedroom house, but it's just me and 2 of my kids here now, so we don't need all this space. The mortgage has gone up significantly since I've moved in. So we are looking at some smaller houses, and I'm hoping to be able to move in July. So I'm starting to clean out some stuff. We've been in this house for 10 years now. And you know, it's so easy to collect stuff when you're sitting in one place for so long and you don't realize how much stuff you have until you start getting ready to move. And when we first moved in this house, it was me, my 4 kids, and my granddaughter. Well, my oldest daughter and my granddaughter moved out a few years back, but they did leave some stuff behind. So there's lots of little toys and stuff that, of course, she's too old for now, and stuff that my grandson is not going to play with. It's more girly toys and just different things here and there. And then my middle daughter moved out about a year ago, and of course she left a lot of stuff behind, so I'm gonna have to get her to come and either pack that stuff up and take it, or we're gonna have to do something. She left all of her furniture. We're moving to a 4-bedroom, or that's what we're looking at, and one of those rooms will be my office / workout room. So we have a whole bedroom of furniture. We also have a game room here that has a huge sectional in it that I'm gonna have to get rid of, and just trying to go through closets and drawers and clean stuff out. And I've been sick this week too on top of that, and it just has been a lot. And going and looking at houses, I've been crazy busy this week and still maintaining my work schedule. So still working. I think there was only one day I didn't work overtime this week, and that was because I had an appointment to go look at some houses. So it's been a crazy week. I did not get in my strength training like I had planned. I'm going to try to do it today, depending on how I feel. But I did want to at least come give y'all an update on week 29, because I'm so excited. If y'all remember when I did my 6-month weigh-in, I came in just shy of 40 pounds lost. So just to recap, when I started my journey in November of 2024, I was 196.9 pounds. And when I weighed in last week, I was 156.8 pounds. So I had just hit that 40-pound mark. I was at 40.1 pounds down at that point. And when I weighed in today, I was 155.4 pounds. So that brings me to 1.4 pounds down from last week, and a total of 41.5 pounds down for my overall journey so far. So I am totally ecstatic about that. Things are going well. Again, this was not my best week with my allergies and just not feeling good this week. And a lot of days I ended up taking naps on my lunch break just because I was not feeling well. I almost logged out of work one day, but I pushed through because I didn't want to mess up my overtime. So it just was not a good week for me. And I guess the main thing is we need to give ourselves grace in those situations. So I'm not going to beat myself up. I know I did plan on getting more exercise in this week. I did again do a lot of walking because we did go look at a lot of houses. I did get out and do some yard work. So I did do some cleaning out of my garage. So right now I'm trying to go through some things. The next few weeks are going to be very busy for me because I've still got our game room to go through. I've still got my kitchen to go through and my closet. Oh my God. I did go through my closet a couple of months back and I got rid of some stuff, but I still need to purge more clothes because since then, of course, I've lost even more weight. I have a ton of shoes. Guys, I don't know why I collect all these shoes, and really all I wear is my tennis shoes. Every once in a while I might pull out some other shoes, but I don't really go to many places anymore where I have to dress up. So it's very rare that I ever wear heels. In fact, I've got a wedding that I'm going to next month that I had to buy some shoes because I have no shoes that I can wear. And I had surgery on my foot a few years back. So a lot of the heels that I used to wear before, like the 3-4 inch heels, I can't wear those anymore because from my foot surgery after that, it was very hard for me to even get in heels. So I can wear some lower heels, but the 3-inch and 4-inch heels, they're too much for my foot. So I have a ton of shoes that I can't wear anymore that I'm gonna have to get rid of because what's the point of packing those up and taking them to the new place if they're just gonna sit in my closet? So I need to start going through and seeing what I'm gonna get rid of. I think I can put the stuff on the Nextdoor app and just say that I have these things and see if anybody wants them. And if not, then I'll take them to a women's shelter or take them to my local Salvation Army or something. Because if they can go to use for somebody else, then I would love that. I still have 2 bags of clothes from the last time I cleaned out my closet and they're just sitting in the corner of my room. But I need to finish going through and am I the only one that does this? I'm not a hoarder. At least I don't think I'm a hoarder. But like I look at my clothes and it's like I don't wear this, but I like it so much I don't want to get rid of it. Guys, I kid you not, I have this Michael Kors raincoat that I bought years ago, and I couldn't fit it when I bought it, but I loved it and it was on sale, and I was like, I'm gonna get it because I'm gonna lose the weight. And actually, I need to go try it on now because I never thought about it. I haven't tried it on recently. I did try it on when I was on keto and I had lost 65 pounds, but even then I was a good 15 pounds heavier, no, 10 to 15 pounds heavier than I am now. So I could possibly wear it now. I don't know. We'll see. I might, but see, that's what happens. I start thinking like I might wear this. When can I wear it? I mean, it rains all the time in Houston, so I could potentially wear that if it fits. But I'll look at something and be like, I can't fit it right now, but I could maybe fit it in a month, so I might as well keep it, right? So I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to set some boundaries, and I can only keep so many things that I cannot wear, but hope to get into as my goal items. And then everything else I'm gonna have to get rid of and just give it to somebody else. I mean, if my closet is full, God's gonna be like, you don't need nothing. Girl, you got everything. Where you gonna put it if I give you more? So I get it. I got to purge in order to be able to get new fresh stuff in. So I'm going to be doing that over the next few weeks. I'm going to be going through getting rid of some stuff. There's luckily in this room, which is my second office, I guess, slash craft room, there's not a whole lot of stuff. So it's just going through cleaning up and getting all this stuff together is, whew, it's a lot. Y'all, it's a lot. And it is emotionally and physically draining. But, you know, this is a weight loss channel. And I say all that, even though that's not weight loss related, it does contribute to the overall progress, because stress can be very much so a hindrance on your weight loss progress. It can hinder you from your workouts. It can hinder you from making good food choices, and it can raise your cortisol levels, which in turn can make it harder for you to lose weight. So I'm trying not to focus so much on that. I'm trying to focus on the positive, which is, you know, once we get into the new space, it'll be a nice clean slate. And, you know, I love the floor plan much better than what we have here. It's a more open floor plan, which here downstairs, it's kind of open. My kitchen is a little closed off, and it's very dark downstairs. So when I'm filming from my living room, I usually open my blinds in my back window, but there's no windows on the side of the house. And the only other window downstairs in that area is at the other end of my kitchen in the front of the house. And it's a smaller window, so it's hard to get a good amount of light into my living room. So I'm hoping that with this new layout that it's a lot more open. The kitchen and living room is one big open concept, and there's lots of windows in there. So we'll see. And yeah, it's not very far from where I'm at now. It's actually just the next community over. So it's 3 miles from my house. So moving will be simple once we get everything packed up. I'm just gonna, you know, get a U-Haul, and we can probably get everything over there in 1 or 2 trips at the most. And if we don't, then, you know, as long as we get the big stuff, I can go back and forth with my car and move boxes. So yeah, pray for me, guys. Just pray for me. But that's really about it this week. Again, it's just been a down week for me. I've had a lot going on, and with not feeling tip top, it's been hard to even think about getting an actual physical workout in. But I'm gonna head to the store and get some allergy medicine, and hopefully once that kicks in, I'll feel better and I'll be able to get my strength training in today. If not, definitely sometime this weekend I will get it in, and hopefully I'll have a better report for you guys next week. I should know by then the housing situation, and hopefully by then I'll have 2 workouts in, because I will have my strength training that I'm doing this weekend, plus I'll have another strength training sometime next week, and then actually next Saturday we'll be back to Pilates. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. And yeah, if you guys have ever had to deal with a move like this where you're downsizing from a larger space to a smaller space and having to get rid of lots of stuff, what did you do to cope with that? Any strategies that you can share that can help me to manage the stress and maybe help plan this out. I mean, I've got about 6 weeks now, so I'm starting early with the packing. So hopefully that will help, because I don't want to be last minute trying to pack up everything. I want to have everything packed up, ready to go. When we get the keys, all we have to do is move stuff in. Problem is, the date that I set for my move-in date, I have a wedding to go to. The next day I have my best friend's husband's birthday party. So it'll be that Sunday before we can actually really start getting some moving done. But we'll see. I'm off the whole following week. So as long as everything goes as planned, we should be good. So don't forget to let me know how you minimize the stress of moving. And I will see you guys back here next week with my next weekly update. Until then, stay blessed.